Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. Yeah, on the DOT chart, we can still see this rally, which is still unfolding actually. So DOT has been performing quite well over the last, let's say 48 hours. The rally is currently considered a third wave. So in this potential C wave of a wave 2 corrective rally, there are two scenarios, right? I've tried to explain it in very simple terms in the last video, and that explanation is still valid, and I just try to double down on that. So there is of course a bullish and a bearish scenario. That's great, especially if we have a pivot in between, because that gives us an idea of when does one scenario become more likely than the other. At the moment, both wave counts, bullish and bearish, the bearish one is the white count, the bullish one is the yellow count. Both of them, I would say, have fairly similar probabilities, and we cannot even tell the difference. So they are both moving in the same direction. I'd say that's a great situation, because that means in both scenarios we're actually watching for higher prices. Yeah, because in the white scenario, which is, as I said, the bearish one or the more bearish one, we have a 5-wave move down into the 2023 lows, an A wave up, a B wave down, which bottomed in August. We're now in a C wave to the upside, which would be a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next, this wave 4 could happen next, and this would be the next opportunity, I would say, for those who haven't got a position, to get a position if they want to use a pullback support area. But that wave 4 has not started yet. At least if it has, it's not clear at this stage. And then we could get one more high in wave 5. And that would be wave 5 of wave C of 2 in the white count, which could lead to another move down then in the third wave, which would be bearish. Yeah. Or actually, this could be wave 5 of 3 in the bullish count, because the bullish count suggests that a larger B wave bottomed here. So a pullback, a correction finished here in October 23. And then we have a wave 1 to the upside. Both is possible. The wave 1 starts something, as the A wave does, but the thing is, if it's a wave 1, we would expect a 5-wave move. Now we don't know which one it is. Both are possible, and the deep retracement into the August lows, I'd say, shifts probability slightly towards the white count, because a B wave can be a little bit deeper than a wave 2, but both are technically valid. But in the yellow count, we would then be watching for a third wave now, and then a 4-5, which could even take us to all-time highs. Now the difference between the two is only if we can, we will only know the difference if we can see that the bulls are able to hold a higher low in this wave 4, and then from there we can watch for another high, which means once this wave count to the upside is full, here, the rally that started actually in August, specifically the rally that started in November actually, because anything from August to November was more like a sideways move. Once this wave count is full, we're gonna add a support area to the chart, which would be support for yellow wave 4. And if we can then rally from there, this would be wave 5. So there will be another setup. So it's either one more high or two more highs, and both are plausible scenarios. And and then in addition to that, one additional pivot for us that would help us to distinguish the white scenario, again, which is bearish, and the yellow one, which is more bullish, is to pay attention to the $30.40 level. Why is that one so important? Because it's the 78.6 retracement of the decline into the 2023 lows. And typically, I mean, if this is the bearish count, we are dealing with a white wave 2. And this white wave 2, shouldn't normally, a wave 2 shouldn't normally break below, in this case actually above, the 78.6 retracement. So it's a little bit too high. It's a little bit too high for a wave 2. So we know that wave 2s, well, they can go beyond that level, but they really normally shouldn't. So that's why that is an additional pivot, but really the main way to distinguish between yellow and white scenarios is the pullback after the rally. Not this one, the next one. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame for DOT. which allows us to identify micro support, and we'll also pay attention to, or just watch if the market has reacted to the previously communicated support area that we talked about in the last video. And yes, yesterday's video I shared with you this support area, and it's already quite sharp, that correction, that pullback. We just double check that, but I think we talked about exactly this support zone. Yeah. Well, okay, so I mean that's now a bit tricky, because yesterday I think we did say, okay, maybe this was wave 4, was this wave 5? Then we could already be in the larger wave 4, yeah. But similar to, if you watch the Ethereum video, it's also possible that this here was simply a flat correction and we get one more high in wave 5 of 3. Both are reasonable interpretations, right? Both are reasonable interpretations, but for now, I would actually slightly adjust support, just slightly, just a few cents, to $7.49 to $8.96. That's micro support, and that would cover the potential that we could already be in this larger wave 4. Yeah, but for now it's difficult to tell. Either way, I'd prefer one more high, just looking at the structure, in circle wave 3 at least, maybe 2, before circle 4 starts. But then $7.49 needs to hold as micro support. Well, if we break below that level, it is more likely already. Again, let me double check the FIB support. Do I need to adjust anything? No, it is more likely already the larger wave 4. So any break below $7.49, any break below upper micro support should indicate that we're already in circle 4, which then, however, should hold the previous swing low, which formed here at $5.55 on the 30th of November, 31st of November, and that's at the same time the 61.8 retracement of the rally. So that needs to hold as well. So it's quite interesting at the moment, just because we're in a support zone. Will be interesting to see how the weekly candle closes and if DOT can find support there before circle wave 4 starts. That's the update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.